Hey, what is going down, Am I on the Air universe? Before we get started, I just want to let you know that today's podcast is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. Apply today and become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co. And be sure to add Am I on the Air in that section where it asks you, how'd you hear about Podgo? You heard it right here, Am I on the Air? So make sure you fill that out in the application. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the show.
Hi, am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
John, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex my better, Voltron transform to DX Don Mega and Orsine. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke all the steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Done. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Mortal Kombat! What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. This right here is your one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, reviews, right here. Am I on the Air? We're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona on this Monday, April the 26th. So thank you for joining me. It's season 22, episode 16, and tonight's show is titled Flawless Victory. And as you could tell, we got a big movie review coming at you, and it's for Mortal Kombat. So yeah, in case you couldn't tell already. But yes, we're going to talk a little Mortal Kombat. We got a couple TV shows to get into, and then, of course, all the headlines from the last week in entertainment news. Before we get started, a quick plug. We got a brand new episode out of our Am I on the Air Quick Bites. That's right. Once again, reminder, we have a separate podcast feed called Am I on the Air Quick Bites. These are very quick nuggets of podcast, somewhere between 10, 15 minutes or so, to get you caught up with a special news announcement or review, just something very quick. And you don't have to wait for the whole, week or whatever to a new episode drops of the main podcast. And it also gives me a chance to kind of elaborate a little more. So I put out one about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The show is over now, so I did a spoiler review, a very quick spoiler review, just kind of blazing through what I felt about the show from the beginning to the end and how everything kind of came together, along with the big breaking news that there's a Captain America 4 in the works. So I will touch upon that later in tonight's episode, but make sure, if you want to hear me break down, because I'll briefly touch on Falcon and Winter Soldier here today, but non-spoiler. If you want to hear me break it down a little bit deeper, check out the new Quick Bite episode. It's up on there on our separate podcast feed, which you can also find on Spotify and iTunes and, Apple Podcasts. All the great podcast feeds are going to have our Quick Bites, including Red Dragons Radio. So check that out, and I hope you enjoy. So quick plug there, and make sure you subscribe. Like I said, it is a separate feed, so if you're subscribed to this one, make sure you subscribe to that one as well. And, of course, vice versa. Okay, let's jump right in. Mortal Kombat, baby. Been waiting for this movie for a long, long time. We, of course, had a Mortal Kombat movie back in 1995, which, of course, at the time was glorious in its own right and still holds a very soft place in my heart. I love that 1995 version. Then we got a sequel, Annihilation, which was definitely a B version of a sequel. I mean, most of the characters were swapped out for other people. The effects were down. It just was not as good, unfortunately. So it's been a long time, man, over 20 years, but we get a reboot of Mortal Kombat, this time produced by James Wan, the master of horror himself. We get a more serious take, so to speak, but also it's hard to say that with a straight face because it is cheesy, man. It is cheesy. So I'm gonna get right to the point on Mortal Kombat. It's plain and simple. If you want to watch a movie about people that somewhat have superpowers and fight and could get their heads ripped off and have fatalities, I think you'll enjoy this movie. You know, this is a shut your brain off type of movie, you know, and I know people hate sometimes when I say something like that, but you know what? Some movies, you just got to do it. Not everything is meant to get an Oscar nomination. You know, I see a lot of people bitching about Mortal Kombat saying, oh, you know, the characters are wooden and there's not much of a story and blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I don't care about any of that shit. The movie is called Mortal Kombat with a K, okay? All I cared about was fights, blood, and gore. And you know what? I got that. So at the end of the day, I truly enjoyed Mortal Kombat. You know, was some of the acting bad? Sure. Was some of the dialogue clunky? Sure. Was some of the editing off? Sure. But that's not what we're watching Mortal Kombat for, guys. I'm watching it to see people fight and get their heads ripped off. Plain and simple. It's based on a stupid fighting video game, and this delivered what the game delivered. We got fatalities, we got, you know, little funny one-liners. And I just got to say on a side note, Kano steals the show. Who would have thought, man? I never really cared for Kano in the game, but he's badass in this movie, and I can't wait to hopefully see more of him. You know, creating a new character for Louis Tan, Cole Young. It was interesting. It was an interesting plot point to kind of loop everything together. I liked it. I thought everybody played their roles well. Sub-Zero was badass. I mean, I really have no complaints. It gave me what I needed and wanted out of a Mortal Kombat movie, and I hope to see more. So I would give Mortal Kombat 4 fatalities out of 5. I really dug it and enjoyed it, and I saw it in the theater. I saw it in IMAX, so I haven't even seen it on HBO Max like I know a lot of people did. I saw it in IMAX, and it was glorious up on that big screen. And I'll probably watch it again on HBO Max before it leaves the streaming service. So definitely check out Mortal Kombat. Okay. What else we got? We're going to switch on over to television now. That was the only movie of the week. A couple TV shows that we checked out. Number one, a new comedy over on Peacock. It's called Rutherford Falls, and it stars Ed Helms. I don't know how I feel about this show. I thought it was okay, but definitely disappointed because I watched the trailer and I thought it actually looked pretty damn interesting, and it, at least in the first episode, didn't pan out to that. But it did show kind of a sizzle reel at the end saying, you know, here's what's going to happen on the rest of the season. And it looks like it takes some twists and turns more than what I thought it would. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch a couple more episodes and see how I feel about it. But just based off the first episode, I didn't think the first episode was all that great. I didn't laugh very much. It is a comedy, and it's about this very small town called Rutherford Falls, and Ed Helms is like great-great-great-grandfather like started the town, and he's like the town mascot kind of guy. I don't know. It's even hard to explain, but it's just supposed to be this comedy, but it just wasn't all that funny in the first episode. So I'm going to give Peacock and NBC a chance on this one. And like I said, I'll give it a couple more episodes and we'll see where it goes. But that's Rutherford Falls over on Peacock. It's an exclusive show for them. WWE has a new show on A&E called WWE's Most Wanted Treasures. This is a pretty interesting show where each week they're trying to find certain WWE memorabilia that people have acquired, and they send out the WWE superstars to go to these people's houses and try to negotiate to get this memorabilia back because they're trying to recollect all this stuff. I have a feeling they're trying to create a actual Hall of Fame building that you can go walk through and see all this memorabilia. But it's an interesting concept. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon host it, and being a WWE fan, I just like watching something like this. So check that out on A&E. And then there's another new show called United States of Al. So I watched the first couple episodes of this. This is about a Marine combat veteran struggling to readjust to his civilian life in Ohio when he finds friendship in Al, the interpreter who served with his unit in Afghanistan, and he just arrived to start his new life in America. So this is kind of a, pee outside its pod kind of situation where Al comes from Afghanistan. He doesn't know anything but Afghanistan, and he's trying to adjust to being in America, but he's also trying to help his buddy who is kind of suffering from some PTSD coming out of the Marine Corps and trying to settle into normal civilian life. So I'm on the fence with this show too. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. It's just very right in the middle for me. So, and that kind of goes along with what the Google users have reviewed this one on. This show has a 57% right now, so you can see it's about a 50-50 split. So that's how I kind of feel with it. I'm like, some of the episodes have been pretty funny. It definitely has moments, but overall it's kind of cheesy. So I don't know. I just wanted to check it out. I always like to check out these new shows for you guys and let you know what's up. And finally, like I said, it was the finale of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was a great finale. We got some really cool reveals. And we're going to actually go into a movie now. That's right. I thought we were going to get a second season of Falcon and Winter Soldier, but no. After the show aired, they announced that they're doing a new Captain America movie. Captain America 4 is in the works from the same showrunner who did Falcon and Winter Soldier. So they're bringing him in to do a film version now. And I'm guessing most of the cast of this show will be returning for this. But shout out Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Daniel Bruhl. The cast and crew were fantastic in this thing. Rupert Wyatt, he was awesome. Everybody did their job in this show, and from a show that in the first episode had me kind of like, I don't know, to the very end episode being like, yeah, now I'm gonna miss this show. It got its job done, man. This was a really, really solid MCU show that really sets up a big future for the Marvel Universe. So I super, super dug it and loved what they did with it. So check out Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you've been waiting, now's your time. You can stream all episodes on Disney Plus. And we got some time because we're about 6 weeks out from Loki dropping. So we got some time before the next Marvel show hits Disney Plus. So check that out. And like I said, if you want to hear me dive deeper on this show, check out our Am I on the Air Quick Bite episode where I break this down and really go into Falcon and Winter Soldier. So check that out. But that's what I got for you guys. Mortal Kombat now in theaters and on HBO Max. I would give 4 out of 5 stars. WWE's Most Wanted Treasures is on A&E. United States of Al is on CBS. And Rutherford Falls is on Peacock. And of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier is on Disney Plus. So there you guys go. That is our reviews of the week. Let's now switch gears and get into our news of the week. News of the week. This is everything that dropped in the last week's worth of entertainment news. So, Sonia Cassidy has joined Showtime's The Man Who Fell to Earth. Adventure Time Distant Lands Episode 3. We have the new trailer that has dropped that reunites Finn and Jake, so check that out. Director of In the Earth, Ben Wheatley, is hoping to direct a new Doom movie. That's right, based on the video game. He's talking with Warner Brothers to see if they can possibly direct a Doom movie. He is going to be directing the Tomb Raider sequel that is coming up soon. So that's what he's going to be doing next. James Gunn announced that the Suicide Squad movie is done. It's 100% completed and in the can. And he says, no, it will not release early. You get it in August, just like when it was supposed to come out. But it is good to know that the movie is done. Dove Cameron and Jordan Fisher are set to lead HBO Max's new show, Field Notes on Love. So there you go there. It's a film adaptation, actually, on that. So great casting there. Mortal Kombat composer Benjamin Wallfish will score the Flash movie. A Boy George biopic is in the works. It's called Karma Chameleon, so they're working on that now. Falcon and Winter Soldier producers talk about Julia Louis-Dreyfus joining the MCU, so check that out. Dakota Johnson is set to star in Netflix's new Jane Austen pick, which will be called Persuasion. Universal Pictures is just hired Amy Garcia and AJ Mendez to write the 47 Ronin sequel. So very interesting there. I'm still shocked that we're doing a 47 Ronin sequel. But this is a pretty interesting cast. Amy Garcia, who's great on is great over on Lucifer, and AJ Mendez is from WWE, man. That's AJ, former women's champion. So very cool there that they have that going down for them. I think that's a really cool writing pair, and I'm anxious to see what they do. Some big MCU casting news. You know, we talked about Olivia Colman signing up and joining Disney Plus's Secret Invasion show. Well, now we know that Emilia Clarke is also joining Secret Invasion. This is big casting, man. We love Emilia Clarke, of course, Game of Thrones. She is fantastic, and I can't wait to see what she does in the MCU. We have the first season 2 teaser trailer for Ted Lasso, one of my favorite shows that came out last year with Jason Sudeikis. This show is so awesome. It's on Apple TV Plus. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Season 2 trailer looks great, and I cannot wait. Ava DuVernay's animated series Wings of Fire is moving to Netflix, so congratulations there. They'll be picking that up. Dave Bautista says that he's interested in taking on Lobo for DC Comics, so very interesting there. I don't know if it'll go anywhere. I think Dave would be a great Lobo, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. I know he wants to be Bane also, so you got to make a decision there, Dave. We have the trailer for The Upshaws, which is Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes' new show coming to Netflix. 50 Cent is set to star in and executive produce a new heist thriller called Free Agents. Hulu and the NFL have striked a carriage deal for the NFL Network, so congratulations there to Hulu picking that up. Ted Lasso Season 2 will actually make its comeback on July 23rd over on Apple TV+, so just a heads up there when that's going to hit. Disney and Pixar unveiled a new Soul animated prequel short called 22 vs. Earth, so pretty cool there to get something else from the Soul world. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles has been given a July release date, and they released a new trailer for this. I just don't care for this animation style, but that's just me. Apple's Sundance winning picture Coda has set a summer release date, so that will be coming this summer. We have everything coming and going to Netflix in May, so check that out. Denzel Washington's new movie, A Journal for Jordan, is coming soon. They just announced that it will be coming out this year. Anton Fuqua is set to helm a Cat on the Hot Tin Roof adaptation. I do love Anton Fuqua, so we'll see what he does with this adaptation. Jeremy Renner revealed that the Hawkeye TV show has officially wrapped production, so there you go. There, we're one step closer to another Disney Plus show. We have the first trailer for The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. It has officially been rated R, and we have the first trailer for it, which is awesome, by the way. I actually really like the trailer for this one. Looking forward to it. I have a love-hate relationship with The Conjuring, but I'm looking forward to this one. Netflix CEO confirms that The Witcher, Cobra Kai, and You will all return late 2021. So very big news there for Netflix fans. I'm looking forward to You Season 3, man. I've been waiting for this thing. I know that just wrapped production. The Witcher Season 2 and Cobra Kai, man, let's bring it on. Big shows coming later this year. A biopic is in the works on transgender MMA fighter Fallon Fox. Disney has inked a licensing deal with Sony for a lot of their movies, including Spider-Man and more. This whole licensing deal is a little odd because Sony just signed a big deal with Netflix. So basically what's happening here is that a movie comes out in theaters, then it goes to Netflix for like a year, and then after that year expires, it then goes to Disney Plus. So Disney Plus is getting like leftovers basically at this point. It's a very weird rollout that they would sign multiple kind of deals like this, you know, to be like phase 1 goes here, phase 2 goes here. So very, very odd. I don't know how I feel about it, but at some point Sony movies will join Disney, which will definitely help the MCU section because it fills in the gaps, adding in the Spider-Man movies when you want to watch the MCU. So that's the cool part coming out of it for me. STX Films has acquired Daisy Ridley's new film, The Marsh King's Daughter. Werewolves Within. That's right, a new trailer has dropped, bringing Ubisoft's horror game to life. I never even heard of the game Werewolves Within, but I'm down, man. This looks like this was a cool trailer, and I'm anxious to see what they do with it. After all these years, we're finally getting that How I Met Your Mother spinoff show. It's going to be called How I Met Your Father, and Hilary Duff will lead this show, and it is coming to Hulu. So there you go. This is a show that's been in the works and has been floating around for years, ever since How I Met Your Mother finished. They were going to go right into this, and obviously it fell through multiple times, and they kind of went away. And then out of nowhere, boom, Hilary Duff, How I Met Your Father, coming to Hulu. I'm down, man. I loved How I Met Your Mother, and if some of the same people can be involved, I think this could be really, really funny, and I do like Hilary Duff, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Master of None Season 3 is returning to Netflix in May, but it's not the same show, so to speak. It's more of a spin-off. Aziz Ansari kind of stepping to the side on this one, and Lena Waithe, her character, who was a side character in the original series, is going to be stepping into a main character for this third season. So we're kind of shifting into more of a spin-off for the season 3, which is unfortunate for me. And not to take anything away from Lena Waithe, she's great, but I love Aziz Ansari. I love this show because of him. And when I heard a season 3 was coming, I got very excited. And then to find out that he's kind of taking a side bench on this, that kind of sucked. So it's unfortunate, but hey, hopefully it'll be a good season nonetheless. He will be involved in it. He did direct the season, and he does star in it, but yes, it will focus more on Lena Waithe's character. Kiss, they have a biopic called Shout It Out Loud, and it's looking like it will be coming to Netflix. So I like it. Netflix, of course, did a great job with the Motley Crue version of their movie, The Dirt, so I'm looking forward to seeing Shout It Out Loud coming to Netflix. I would love to see a Kiss biopicture, so let's go, baby. I'm down for this one. Marvel's MODOK has released a new trailer. This is coming to Hulu. It's an animation show, so check that out. It looks really awesome. Mindhunter Season 3 is reportedly in development, so, well, you know, that's a show that for a while there they were saying it's not going to happen, and now all of a sudden they're saying it's in development, so we will see what happens. We have the trailer for Oxygen. This is Alexandra Aha's new sci-fi horror picture, so we have to check out that trailer there. Rocky 4, Sylvester Stallone offers an update on director's cut and documentary. That's right, he is working on a director's cut and a documentary based on Rocky 4, so it is still in the works. Hang tight. Mortal Kombat film reboot was written as the start of a trilogy, says the co-writer of the movie. So, yes, we all kind of expected. There is a little tease at the end, by the way. So, you know, why not, man? We got to see the full-blown tournament. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is now filming, and it looks like Knuckles is going to be included in the movie. So, good addition there for the long-term fans of Sonic. LeVar Burton is among Jeopardy's final crop of guest hosts, and you can check out the full list on our social media if you want to see everybody else that's going to guest host upcoming Jeopardy episodes. Days of Our Lives is going dark amid its renewal talks with NBC. That's right, they already wrapped production on its current season, and they are now talking renewals with NBC. Let's see here. Disney Plus's Obi-Wan Kenobi series has added Maya Erskine in a reoccurring role, so congratulations there. We have the trailer for Here Today, starring Billy Crystal and Tiffany Haddish. It's a new comedy picture that's coming out. I believe it comes out in May. Zack Snyder's Justice League and Godzilla vs. Kong helped HBO Max gain 3 million subscribers just over the last couple months, so that's pretty damn cool right there. Paramount's Dungeons and Dragons movie has added Chloe Coleman to the movie, so she's a great little addition there. She was with Dave Bautista in My Spy, so she is joining Dungeons and Dragons. Adam McKay has given an update on his Bad Blood film starring Jennifer Lawrence, so you can check out the full article on that if you want to know more. James Gunn finishes up his Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special script, so there you go. He also confirmed that the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special does take place after Thor Love and Thunder, so it is actually in MCU chronological order, which is very, very interesting. Oh man, who would have thought a holiday special would take place in the MCU? Director Justin Simien is set to helm Disney Plus. Just regular Disney, not Disney. I'm so used to saying Disney Plus now. Disney's The Haunted Mansion film, so they'll be working on that here soon. We have the first look at the Dexter revival. This isn't much, really. It's a picture of an axe sitting in a piece of wood, and basically him overdubbing his voice saying, like, it's great to get back to work, or something like that. So you don't even see anything other than the axe and the piece of wood. So nothing crazy, but it is a little exciting to see something from Dexter, which is coming back, and I'm super excited about that. HBO's Parasite series will be an original story, not a remake, but it does take place in the same universe. So very, very interesting there. HBO Max, everything coming and going in May. Check that out. Martin Scorsese joins Irwin Winkler and John Carney in the new film Fascinating Rhythm. PlayStation is going to be launching a new film franchise. That's right. Sony teams with Firewalk Studios for a new PlayStation franchise. They're going to do some new multiplayer IPs. So very interesting there, kind of this flagship that they're putting together. Russell Crowe, we talked about him joining Thor Love and Thunder, and now we know that he's going to be playing Zeus. That's right. Who would have thought Zeus would be in a Thor movie? But that's what he's playing. But he still calls it a cameo role, so I don't think it's going to be anything too big or crazy, but it'll be cool to see him as Zeus. HBO Max has signed Lisa Ling to do a new documentary series about Asian restaurants. Finn Wolfhard says that Stranger Things Season 4 will hopefully be out in 2022, which is crazy because we all assumed that Stranger Things Season 4 would come out this year, and now it looks like we might not even get it until 2022. It's been years, man. These kids are going to be grown-ass adults by the time this next season launches. This is just crazy, man. I wish Netflix would step in and say something, because I don't see why it can't come out this year, but we'll have to wait and see on that. We have the Season 3 trailer for Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, which of course is on Netflix, so check that out. Curb Your Enthusiasm, Richard Lewis will return for Season 11 after all. We've been saying this whole time that he's not going to be on it, but now we know that it will. We talked about that. Just to reiterate, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special will take place after Thor Love and Thunder, but before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So just so you know, and everything's lined up there. Indiana Jones 5 has added Thomas Kretschmann to the cast. Of course, he best known for Age of Ultron. He played one of the Hydra guys in Age of Ultron, so I can see him totally being in an Indiana Jones movie. Jim Henson biopic is currently in development for Disney. It's going to be called Muppet Man. Let's see here. Bob Costas is returning to HBO for a new show called Back on the Record. Netflix has released some first look photos of Ewan McGregor as iconic fashion designer Houston, so you could check that out. It's a new movie that they're doing over on Netflix. Nomadland topped the 2021 Independent Spirit Awards, and you can see the full list of winners. We got that posted up on our Twitter page. Whoopi Goldberg says she is writing a superhero movie about an older black woman and gives a Sister Act 3 update. James Gunn says that they are just about done doing the Peacemaker TV show, which is great. I'm so excited for this. Pixar has cast their first trans character for an upcoming project, so good on Pixar, kind of opening up that diversity pocket there again. Like we broke the news earlier, I told you we did it on the Quick Bite episode, but we found out that the showrunner of Falcon and Winter Soldier is working on Captain America 4. That's right, we're getting another movie in the Captain America universe. Will Chris Evans return? We do not know. But we do know that probably Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan and a bunch of the people from the TV show are going to be involved in this movie, and we will see how it all comes together. But this is big news, and it shows you how much the MCU and Kevin Feige and everybody believed in this show, that they're taking it from a TV show and moving it into its own movie. So that is pretty damn awesome. Very, very excited about this news. Vin Diesel is teaming up with F. Gary Gray once again for a new action comedy called Muscle. So this is going to be a good pairing. I'm excited about that. HBO's The Last of Us has hired directors Jasmila Zabak and Ali Abbasi to direct those episodes. Lionsgate confirms that they're working on an American Psycho TV show, and they're also looking into possibly doing a TV show on Saw. So that will be damn interesting. Joe Taslim, who plays Sub-Zero in the new Mortal Kombat movie, says he has signed on for 4 more films. So, man, they signed him up for a 5-picture deal. So, get ready for some Mortal Kombat. William Dafoe is starring in Lionsgate's new psychological thriller called Siberia, and we have the first trailer for that, so check that out. NCIS Los Angeles has been renewed, and NCIS Hawaii, the spinoff, has been ordered to series. So yes, we're getting a 13th season of NCIS Los Angeles, and we're getting a spinoff, NCIS Hawaii, which will be a female-led show coming soon. Anthony Bourdain has a new documentary, which has been given a July theatrical release date, and it'll be called Roadrunner. The John Wick spinoff, The Continental, is moving forward. So finally, we've been talking about this one for a long, long time. It sounds like this will actually be a prequel series and probably take place in the 70s. So we'll get to see some earlier days of The Continental. So that'll be pretty cool. We have everything coming and going to Hulu, so check that out. Jason Statham says he wants back in on the Fast and Furious. He says now that Han's returned, he wants in on some Han redemption. So will we see Jason Statham return? I think we will in Fast 10 or maybe even Fast 11. It's got to happen at some point. Alec Baldwin and Kelsey Grammer were supposed to have a new ABC sitcom, but unfortunately it's been scrapped. That's right. It was given a straight-to-series order just a couple months ago, and now ABC has scrapped it. No reason why, but very, very interesting there. Doom Patrol has cast the Sisterhood of Dada and Dead Boy Detective Agency for Season 3 coming to HBO Max. So I don't know any of this, but this sounds like it could be some pretty cool stuff for Doom Patrol Season 3. Secrets of Sulphur Springs has been renewed for Season 2 over on the Disney Channel. HBO's Perry Mason has changed showrunners for Season 2. Gloria Estefan is joining Andy Garcia in the Father of the Bride remake that they're going to be doing. The Miz from the WWE says he wants to be Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat sequel. I can totally see this, and I think he should get it, to be honest. Let's do it, man. He should be Johnny Cage. The Miz basically is Johnny Cage in real life, so anxious to see that. We have some first look set photos of Tatiana Maslany as Jennifer Walters in She-Hulk, which is now filming. These pictures don't really show you nothing other than her standing on set. So, nothing too exciting, but you know, it's cool to see that they're filming. That's what I took away from this. The My Pillow guy, Rudy Giuliani, and Sia's music has topped 2021's Golden Raspberry Awards, and you can check out the full results on our Twitter page. Christopher Nolan says he has talked with Netflix and he wants global cinema distribution, so maybe something might be cooking between him and a streamer after all this time. Snow White's Seven Dwarves has been added to Disney's Disenchanted movie that they're doing for Disney Plus, so that'll be interesting. Elon Musk is set to host SNL in May, and not a lot of people are happy about it. So it's a very odd casting choice here to host. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. I can see him getting canceled before the show even films, but we will see. Give me one sec. PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan says that Sony is trying to increase PS5 production and is seeking to get more semiconductors from suppliers. That way they could boost up. They need to, man, because we are 6 months from this thing's release and you still can't find your hands on this thing anywhere. So they need to boost that production very, very much. Let's see here. We have the brand new trailer for Steven Spielberg's West Side Story. This came out on the Oscars Sunday night, and you can see the film in theaters on December 10th. We also have the trailer for The Space Between, starring Kelsey Grammer as an eccentric has-been rock star. So very cool there. Check that out. Of course, we have your article up with all of the winners from the Oscars Sunday night. You know, I typically dive into this a little bit more, but this has been such a blah year for movies. I didn't like most of what was nominated. I didn't even watch the Oscars for the first time in years, so I'm not going to spend any deeper time on it. If you want to know who won, we have the articles posted up on our social media, and you can break them down and see everything that you need there. Congratulations to Mortal Kombat, which won the box office over the weekend with $22.5 million in a surprise battle with an animated film called Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer almost beat Mortal Kombat, which is kind of crazy. So Mortal Kombat made 22.5, Demon Slayer made 19. So super close, man. That animated film was the biggest debut ever for a foreign language animated movie. So congratulations there to Demon Slayer. But congratulations again to Mortal Kombat with a very big opening weekend, even though it was on HBO Max. So people could stream it at home for free and still made $23 million in the box office and over $50 million worldwide. So congratulations to Mortal Kombat. Apple's Cary Fukunaga directed Masters of the Air has begun production. Also beginning production is the Game of Thrones spinoff House of the Dragon, so that is beyond cameras now. We have the trailer for The Boy from Medellin, which is Amazon's J Balvin documentary. Zack Snyder's Justice League had a Green Lantern scene, and the actor that was Green Lantern speaks up for the first time about his scene being cut. So check that out. Wayne T. Carr was Jon Stewart in the scene that ended up becoming Martian Manhunter, but you can hear what he had to say in this article here. Like I said, You Season 3 is officially wrapped production over on Netflix, so very excited to see You Season 3. I'm so stoked, one of my favorite shows. The Handmaid's Tale Season 4 has dropped a new teaser trailer, so check that out. That debuts later this month. We also have the teaser trailer for Nicole Kidman's new show, 9 Perfect Strangers, as she stars as a wellness guru. We have everything coming and going to Peacock in May. Disenchanted has added 3 more actresses as villains for that upcoming movie, so they're really stacking that one up. Peacock has added a superfan episodes of The Office Season 1 with brand new content. HBO's drama Oslo gets a new trailer, so you can check that out, and it comes out in May. Josh Hartnett is set to lead The Fear Index, which is from The Crown producer. We have the first trailer for Ape vs. Monster. That's right, a new mockbuster. Mockbusters are back, baby. You know, forget Godzilla vs. Kong. We getting Ape vs. Monster. So check out the trailer for that. Let's see here. Lin-Manuel Miranda's animated musical Vivo has landed over on Netflix, so they moved that over there. Netflix lands the Thai supernatural thriller Ghost Lab for a May 26th release date. The movie Another Round, which is a Danish Oscar winner, has been set for an English language remake. So there you go, getting remade already. Power, Book 3. That's right, Raising Kanan is coming in the 90s spinoff. So another Power spinoff is on its way. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just skipping through some stuff. And I think that's actually, that's all my notes. So there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We did that one in a nice 35 minutes. So there you go. That is the latest and greatest in entertainment news in the last week. So thank you so much for joining me tonight on this show and getting caught up with me. I hope you appreciated it. I appreciate you. So let all your friends and family know if they want to get caught up with everything in entertainment news that they should listen to Am I on the Air. Let's do some shout outs. Why don't we? Some plugs. Our official webpage is amiontheair.com, so make sure you bookmark that. Make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcast. Leave us a 5-star review. If Apple Podcast ain't your thing, don't worry. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Music. We're just everywhere. Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Red Dragons Radio. We're on all of the platforms, so make sure you subscribe. Google Podcast. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button to make sure you always get our latest episodes. And do that as well with our Am I on the Air Quick Bites, because it is a separate feed, so go ahead and subscribe to both. Why don't you? We are available on TikTok. Make sure you follow us on TikTok at Am I on the Air. We're available on YouTube and Instagram as well. Just once again, just search Am I on the Air and you will find us. Make sure you follow me on Stardust at simply Don Mega, DONMEGA. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. Follow the show on Twitter at Am I on the Air. All one word. If you just search it, if you just type Am I on the Air into Google, I'm sure you'll find everything we do. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight on this April the 26th, season 22, episode 16, Flawless Victory. And I hope everybody has a great week. We'll be back next week with some more news. So until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Red Dragons! Red Dragons!